Hey, what's up Team KBA, Untitled Traveler here. This is Last Shelter, and today we are going to unlock the combat base, also known as a secondary base, in Eden expansion. This is season 7. Now, I've kind of just been holding back some of the requirements so I can show you what it looks like and what you need to achieve to unlock the combat base in Eden expansion. So we're going to go through that and then kind of just explore some of the features. Again, this is all fresh and new, so we're going to delve into each one of them, how you can upgrade and so forth. Now, if you want to read more about the combat base and as I'm sort of upgrading it and getting more hands-on, then you can find combat base guide on my website at onetechtraveler.com, and make sure you subscribe to join the Team KBA community to see more awesome videos around tech, travel and gaming. So first off, we have the combat base that we're going to unlock. Now, to do it, all you need to do is build the shelter headquarters, and that's going to roughly take about 9 days. It could be lower depending on, you know, other building speeds that you have, or whether you have Enzo the engineer, which I don't, but it's going to be roughly 8.5 to 9 days. So definitely time that on a speed up so you can kind of max out 3 chests of the hourly. And then when it comes to the power, it is 16 million, so this is also gonna max out another hourly, so that's 2 hourly 3 chests that you can unlock through this. Save it for building day, but if you want to get it open as soon as possible, yeah, just do it between the 2 hours. Now, once you've built it, then all you need to do is click unlock, and you can see this is the step process: occupying territories, complete the quest to obtain the base blueprint, and this is determined from your influence value, which we'll look at in a second. Next step, build a teleportation pad. So telepad normally requires a 2x2 tile. It's exactly how you would build a teleport, but instead you're going to build the secondary base, which we'll look at hopefully soon. And this is the page once you've gone through the introductory, the combat base. When your main base reaches level 25, which is a prerequisite, then you need to get this base blueprint to unlock the combat base. Now, how do you unlock the combat base? Well, it's kind of just one thing. You need to reach an influence value of 177,000. So if I do these other ones, again, I've kind of been saving up for this video. Let's also do my other upgrades that I did. They've added extra Doomsday quests, which is good, also tied up with the rare earth material, which is what you need to upgrade the combat base. But it's this one here. Reason why it's 177,000, that is the lowest influence value milestone, where you would have 100 base blueprints, as you can see the blue one here. Once you claim that, that will give us 100 to unlock it. So let's just quit that, and we have 100 in the top right, so let's go ahead and unlock. Boom. So we unlocked it. They have other sections we check out, but we need to build it. Now, it will direct us, combat base, and let's see. Now, something we need to do first is remove some tiles, because we have to create our 2x2. Maybe these ones, yeah. So that's half hour. So I'm going to check back in half hour, and then we can continue forward to build the combat base. Right, now that I released some tiles, was able to get 2x2, and then 2 hours to get this teleport pad finished, we can finally build our combat base. So if we go to build a combat base, please just select site for relocation. All you need to do is just place it on top of that teleport pad that is finished. And here we go. You've built the combat base. Let's go check it out. Yes, please, Ada. Boom. Enter base, transport troops, base bonus, resource transport. So let's enter. Commander, the main and secondary base can be swapped in between easily. Try it out. Base. Cool. So they've got quick shortcuts movement between our bases. You know how to swap between. Go build your powerful combat base now. Build. It's kind of like going from level 1 but more established link to your main base. This is just during the season. And it's more combat focused since it is called combat base. So we just have 2 buildings we can create. One being the transport. I'll just place one there. And then the other one being the military depot. Let's go and build. And in terms of rare earth material, 150. So rare earth element, looks like we need that to build within our combat base. And of course that will scale the more levels we need to do. Build a power plant to increase, so we need to get to level 2 or level 3. And you need to use rare earth material also for the main combat base. It should allow me to upgrade depot. What? Use. We need to upgrade the depot, right? So that's this one. Let's just check. Right, now that that's built. So of course that makes sense. We need to get all of those side buildings done so that the main one can be upgraded. And it's going to reach level 2. Let's go here. Nothing in the main tasks. Transport. There's no electricity. Got to wait till level 3. Just speed through that. Level 2. Okay. So honestly, it's literally just like going back from square one and redoing it all with your farms. But of course, there are some differences. Build. Alrighty. Cheers, Alliance. And then ration truck. So all of these normal buildings, we can just do that. Up to 25 levels on this. Add to queue. Military depot. Ration truck.
Construction complete.
Transport. Alrighty. And let's get this to level 3. Alright. Let's just go place them here. Build the road around. And then let's build all of these.
Work.
Let's also go to our season gift, which opens up Doomsday Silver as we build up the base level. And you can see here you get more rare earth, but also Doomsday Silver. So let's claim, very handy because that's going to increase the amount of tiles we can lay down. Level 4. Barracks. So one thing is you do get an exclusive APC open with your secondary base, so that's actually very handy. And again, all the military stuff require rare earth. We can also upgrade this, and again that's also going to use more rare earth. Let's have a quick look at this, because single army max 81,000 at level 25. Repair, parts, these are all just the standard APC stuff we can access. This shows you the amounts that you can transport and the payload, and as you increase the buildings, then that's going to allow you to move around resources more so that you can upgrade faster. So yeah, this is like plenty, but if you balance it between, then you can upgrade quicker. And then transport troops. This is where we can add troops to place into the exclusive APC and then basically have that as another hard hitting. Currently 750,000. 750,000? Damn. Yeah, so that's the total, and obviously that's gonna scale, so not bad. And again, you can move them between your bases, so that saves you having to always teleport everywhere in theory, or gives you a few more options of, as you're trying to protect gates, bridges, protect control points, then having the combat base to transport between is great without exposing your main base to more dangers. Update a few more levels, and then I'll do an updated video as we get to the higher levels and what that opens up. Okay, so we've got Garrison. Let's build that. Very quick and easy. Boom. Strategy will be interesting. So it looks like we still have to get all of these buildings here. So you do want to just be strategic with which buildings you want to sort of open first. This is the interesting part, the Tactics Research Center. So that's what we saw in the headquarters main base. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves up to level 6, and you can see rare earth material starts to jump up, but still very reasonable in the early stages. We'll see how much you need for later levels. Well, let's get here so we can look at the tactics system. Alright. All of this, well, it doesn't really matter. These buildings are low powered, so here are they, not so bad. We don't need rare earth materials for this. Here we go. After building the Tactic Research Center, tactics can be activated. Let's check them out. Alright, just underneath our APCs. Here we go. So this is going to kind of play similar to specialization points. You can research them and also have those medals, but let's just follow this. Research the required base level to activate tactics. Tactic events will be gained after activation. Learn new tactics for every 5 levels. So these are level 1, combat base fighter resistance. This is kind of just a different approach to the tech research trees we have in the main base, but they can provide some really strong combat focused research upgrades. So for sure, you definitely want to make this a part of your combat strategy, playing with moving around your heroes and your troops and fighting through these APCs, because this tech is also going to be very helpful. So level 1 is all just resistance for the troops, and then it's might. Level 10, countering effect. 15, combat based fighter damage from vehicles. Tactical might formations plus 20%. This one is actually pretty big. And 25, combat based fighter HP. Cool. So we have that. We have tactical deployment, and I guess we can open up and have up to 6 available, like activated at once as an enhancement, kind of like your NQ cards, with choosing which ones you want to activate. And then you can also research, which is the tactic medal from the Doomsday shop. So that's interesting. Every 5 levels, I'll document that in my guide. Another one is surprise attack. So we can have another 6 from here. Let's have a look. Siege attack, might resistance. Combat based troop marching speed. That's actually pretty good, plus 15%. Combat speed buffs. Next attack on an enemy base by formations of this base, reduce 90% marching time. That one's going to be huge. After activation of this base attack, the garrison will form formation automatically and auto-refill. Flash attack. On the next attack against an enemy base launched by formations of this base, skip the reinforcements and attack the defenders directly. That one's also good if you want to just damage, make a base fallen already. And then marching speed plus 100%. Great if you don't have War Boss Professional. Dragon's Rage. Marching speed plus 50% to guild members. Transport speed 200%. Really cool buffs in here. And then finally command. Siege defense. Might and resistance for the first 2 tiers. Level 10 construction speed plus 5% research cost with upgrading buildings. So right. Garrison provides a queue only used for defending. So this is your defense queue. Combat base gains 3 support slots. Interesting. So it allows you to add on an extra support slots. Resistance of reinforcements buff. Disguised attack. Interesting when it says confuse the enemy for 10 minutes. What does that exactly mean? But disguises recon formation. Cover up, only the attack can see the marching line. Effective when single sieging or attack tiles. Troop caps. And demolition value. Combat base plus 50%. So this one is nice. It's kind of like either a simplified version of the tech trees. You can see you've kind of got headline features of what you get, such as defense queue, buffs to resistance, and might, depending on siege, defense or action, attack. But we also seen some specialty points for the honor skills. Some of them you'll notice and be very familiar. So the plus 50 demolition value is actually really good. That's going to save you or be equivalent to going construction blew up and going up a lot. So that is going to kind of give you some extra depth to what you normally would experience. And yeah, it's really interesting. Tactic 1 point will be earned with every level of the base. Upgrade the base level to activate powerful tactics. Learn new tactics for every 5 levels. So as a look at it, of course, as I go through it, then I can share a bit more. And this is in essence going to be a secondary base that you want to upgrade. Get it power ready and combat ready. Of course, it does share resources that you can move between the two. But yeah, it's not bad. Event center, all the same. Everything's kind of all the same. As you, of course, upgrade the base, then you'll probably get a lot of familiar buildings that we're already used to. So if I just do one more and then we can finish this off. Let's get that done. Just the tower. We already had the tactic research center. So yeah, I guess I'll check back in and do a video on an updated view on the combat base and how maybe I'm able to kind of use it. Of course, it is going to use rare earth material, so that's the new element to sort of make upgrading this a little bit more difficult, considering how resources aren't going to be like a problem anymore. You definitely shouldn't at this point. And of course, make sure you're getting those season gifts, which are going to give you that Doomsday Silver. So if you do reach up to level 25, then that's going to open up the Doomsday Silver shop, which you can access in your main base. And just also another view on what you can get from there. Pretty much a rare earth exchange card, which is just going to give you more rare earth to upgrade the base faster. CME composite materials, not bad. For 1,000 you can get an extra 10,000. It's equivalent to a teleport pad. But yeah, just nice top ups. And then honor capsules as well, in addition to what you can pick up from Doomsday Gold. We do have the resets for advanced tactics and common tactic. So if you read here, you can reset a single tactic, and that allows you to choose a different one. And then advanced tactic is basically all 6 of them. So if you think you kind of just save an extra 10,000 if you do the advanced, then want to reset all and choose a different one. But yeah, that's more of a nice to have, with considering how exclusive Doomsday coins and silver would be. You're probably off better spending on other things. But hey, more power to you. That is a little bit about the combat base, and I will tune in later on, show you how I'm developing that, how I'm kind of either using it, the pros, the cons, and just some of my thoughts of going through the motion. So again, if you want to read my combat base guide for Last Shelter, check it out at untitled.com. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, Team KBA. But until then, keep being awesome. Peace.